Why did Kung Fu lose to MMA? For decades, Kung Fu was seen as the ultimate fighting art. Movies made it look perfect, fast, deadly, unstoppable. But when Kung Fu met modern MMA in real fights, the results shocked the world. Today, we explain why Kung Fu failed in MMA, with real fights, real examples, and honest analysis. This is not hate, this is reality. Let's begin. The legend of Kung Fu. Kung Fu is more than a martial art. It is history, culture, identity. For hundreds of years, Kung Fu was respected as a deadly combat system. Then cinema changed everything. Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Donnie Yen, Ip Man. Movies showed Kung Fu masters defeating many enemies alone. Perfect timing, perfect balance, one-strike knockouts. These images shaped belief. Many people grew up thinking Kung Fu was the strongest fighting style ever created. But movies are choreography. Real fights are chaos. There are no pauses, no camera angles, no second takes. This leads to an important question. Was Kung Fu designed for modern full-contact fighting? In the late 1990s and early 2000s, MMA changed combat sports. Different styles fought under one rule set. Minimal restrictions, full resistance. Boxers, wrestlers, kickboxers, jiu-jitsu fighters. Eventually, traditional martial artists were tested too. The most famous example is Xu Xiaodong, a Chinese MMA fighter. He openly challenged traditional Kung Fu masters, not actors, not students, real instructors. The fights were short, very short. Some ended in less than 1 minute, some ended in seconds. Kung Fu masters were taken down easily. They could not stop punches. They could not defend takedowns. These videos spread fast online. For the first time, people saw Kung Fu without choreography, and many were disappointed. The legend began to crack. Kung Fu did not fail because it is fake. It failed because of how it is trained today. First issue, lack of full contact sparring. Many Kung Fu schools focus on forms, slow movements, prearranged sequences, shadow fighting. Forms improve balance and coordination, but they do not prepare you for chaos. Real fights are fast, messy, violent. Second issue, no resistance training. In MMA, your opponent fights back at full power. Every day, every session. In many Kung Fu schools, students never experience real pressure. Third issue, no ground fighting. MMA includes wrestling and grappling. Ground control is essential. Traditional Kung Fu focuses on standing combat. Once the fight goes to the ground, most techniques disappear. Fourth issue, false confidence. Some Kung Fu masters truly believe their techniques are too deadly to use. But techniques that are never tested are not deadly. They are theoretical. Question: if a technique only works in theory, does it really work? Why MMA works? 4 minutes. MMA is not about tradition. It is about efficiency. MMA removes ego. It keeps results. Every technique must survive sparring. If it fails, it is removed. Boxing teaches timing and defense. Muay Thai teaches power and clinch. Wrestling teaches control. Jiu-jitsu teaches survival on the ground. MMA fighters train under exhaustion, under pain, under pressure. They are comfortable being uncomfortable. This creates calm under chaos. That is why MMA fighters dominate real fights. Not because MMA is beautiful, but because MMA is honest. Bruce Lee and the truth. 3 minutes. Bruce Lee saw this problem long before MMA existed. He criticized traditional martial arts openly, including Kung Fu. He said forms are not fighting. He said styles create limits. Bruce Lee created Jeet Kune Do, not a style, a concept. Use what works, discard what does not, adapt constantly. Modern MMA follows this philosophy. In many ways, MMA is closer to Bruce Lee's vision than traditional Kung Fu schools. If Bruce Lee were alive today, he would likely train MMA, That fact alone says everything. Is Kung Fu useless? No, Kung Fu is not useless. Kung Fu offers many benefits: discipline, body control, speed, mental focus. It is excellent for health and longevity. It is perfect for cinema and performance. But sport fighting is different. Sport fighting requires adaptation, cross-training, pressure testing. When Kung Fu fighters cross-train with wrestling and boxing, they improve dramatically. When they refuse, they fail. Kung Fu did not lose to MMA. Isolation lost to adaptation. Kung Fu lost because the world changed. Modern combat is about realism, not tradition. MMA exposed weaknesses, but it also offered solutions. Martial arts must evolve or become performance only. This is not disrespect. This is survival. The strongest fighter is not the most traditional. The strongest fighter is the most adaptable. Now it is your turn. Do you think Kung Fu can survive in MMA if it adapts? Write your opinion in the comments. Like this video if you respect real martial arts. Subscribe for honest fight analysis and the truth behind combat sports.